Well, hey, lucky you guys. If any one of you was going to stay here for the entirety of the video, you now probably have to stay for a significantly shorter video because unfortunately, as a completely opposite of what I'm here to talk about, I have just recorded this entire video and I forgot to have my mic on. I have two mics, okay? I record using my phone camera. I honestly hate it. It's really annoying to set this up and tear it down over and over again. I mean, it's not really much of a setup. I just want to click record and then have the recording and then just work with that. I don't want to have to use my phone, set up the tripod, set up my monitor, put it up there, have to deal with having something in my screen, have a second recording going, and I just want to click go and just start ranting. I don't want to have to set stuff up. That's not at all what I'm talking about. I'm just saying I had a mic that recorded all of it and not the one that I wanted to. I can't show you. I've got a microphone right here. I'm touching it. That's how far away it is, right? It has a better audio quality than the one on my phone. So I'd much rather have it go through that one than the one on my phone and then me just stitch the audios together, right? Anyways, what I'm here to talk about is something that 99% of you probably won't care about. So if you're one of those 99%, you can just leave. I don't care if you know or don't know what I'm going to talk about. If you're one of those 99%, you can just leave right now, okay? Because you don't need to be here. It might be boring. I leave. I don't care. I'm fine. You can go. You can go. You don't have to be here with me. Anyways, so I'm at another period. You know, I've been doing YouTube for a couple years now, and there's a period where it goes up and then down, and then up and then down, and up and then down. And when it goes up, I've got to catch myself. And say, let's stop going up. Let's go back down to the bottom, okay? What do I mean by this? There have been multiple instances where I will just start doing YouTube stuff, right? And then over a period of time, as I get into it, I'll do it and I'll do it and I'll do it. And then for some reason, my brain just decides to pile up, okay, you can do this, you can't do this, you need to do this, you can't do this, you need to do this, you can't do this. And then now I have this, I'm here, right? And I want to record, but I've got a pile this high of things stopping me from recording. And I don't do this for a job or anything, right? I don't sit down and try and do the best I can. Although, you know, I should, right? I should. We don't need to be releasing more slop into the internet, right? I don't care. I'm going to. But what I was getting to say is I do this because I find it fun. I've always said that. I don't think I've ever sat down and said hey, I actually don't like this, but I continue to do it. I have how many videos do I have right now? I have 229 videos, and I do it because I hate it. I don't say that. I've never done that. And so, you know, as these limits that I keep placing myself begin to pile up, I routinely have to sit down and say, no, gone. Stop caring about them. Stop caring about them. I have a ton of hobbies just sitting around my room right now. Here's one, for example, right? That I dump a ton of my time into because my brain decides, hey, we're going to do them. Here's one, for example. You see this? Giants. This is a big stack, a huge stack right here of little Edge of Eternities you see here from Magic the Gathering, and unfortunately I made these at the wrong SARS because they're hard to get out, which is really frustrating. Dang, I told myself if these are a hassle I'd redo it. I really don't want to. It took a while. Anyways, these are all proxied Edge of Eternities cards. You can see the backs are fake, right? These are not real cards, right? But I proxied a set cube of the entire set so that I could draft it if I wanted to. And so, you know, these are all the closest ratio I could find of the way that the normal packs were of every card in the set to blah 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 blah. I'm not here to talk about this, but if I wanted to draft, I can just grab some draft packs, right? And it's not just this one stack, okay? Keep note, that was that stack. Here's the other stack. Let me see if I can lift them both up at the same time so that they're both on camera at the same time. I don't want to play The Gathering. I want to play Magic the Gathering. So if I could just lift them both up, you can see there's two stacks right there. Okay, very cool. They didn't all fall over the floor. No! Oh, I lost a couple of them. Okay, I did have to play a little bit of The Gathering. Now take note. Do you remember what those look like? Cool, because there's another stack. I made two of them. This one is Final Fantasy. Okay, there we go. I have two giant stacks of cards, right? In addition to that, I have what's it for the Final Fantasy? I've got the dual cards and the tokens, and over here I've got a, oops, sorry, that fell on the ground. I don't know how that sounds on camera. I've got this other box, and in this other box are just more other boxes of proxied cards, right? And then over here I've got this big shelf full of commander decks, right? Lots of stuff, whole lot of stuff. I have a ton of board games sitting over there that I'm not going to bother grabbing those. I've been going through and like sleeving them a lot, and then slowly designing like holders to hold all the stuff in them so that they're a lot nicer in the box and stuff. I've got some art stuff, I've got books over there, just a ton of hobbies. I do a ton of hobbies, and I've got a ton of stuff that I'm doing, and in all of them, I don't have like any pressure to perform, right? And so all of them, I can sit down any day and go, okay, I'm doing this. Yes, I'm doing this. I'm going to have a lot of fun, and I'm going to love it every time, right? Except for YouTube, because for some reason, I keep putting a pressure on myself on YouTube to do stuff and do it better than I did before. And yes, that's good, right? If I'm trying to push YouTube, yes, that is good, and that is what I should be doing, but that's not really what I'm trying to do. I'm here because I want to rant and talk about nonsense. Like, that's just what I do every day. That's what I'm doing now. And so this video is like you're at a peak, you need to calm down and stop caring. You know, I don't normally make videos on this channel of me just talking about this channel. I think this is the third time ever. I took one of them down because it only really needed to be up for a little bit, and it had like it had dates in it that weren't relevant anymore, so I just took it down because it really didn't matter. But I need more nonsense videos to remind myself that I need to stop caring, because I'm at the point. It has been over a week since the last video came out of mine. What has happened in that week? I made a video at 2 a.m. like the night before I went on vacation to hang out with my cousins. And that was like 5-ish days. I came back from that. I got back, I sat down and said, oh, okay, I'm tired today. I just got back from an 8-hour drive. I'm gonna go to bed. Woke up the next day, went to work, came back, something, I don't remember what happened. We're here now, okay? And in the last couple days, there have been 2 instances of me sitting down and saying, okay, I want to talk about this. Oh, this person's talked about it. I sit down again. Okay, I'm going to talk about this. Oh, this person's talked about it. I got here, 2 days ago it was, and I sat down and I said, okay, I want to talk about this. I want to talk about, where was it exactly again? Yes, it was, another thing that I've really been pushing myself to do is be like, I am very political. I pay attention to so much of politics, and that has just been absent from my channel for the entire time I've had it, but that's a big part of me, right? And I'm not here to produce a thing for a genre, right? I'm not here to just produce Minecraft videos for Minecraft and that's it, because that's what historically my channel had been for a long time, until I told myself I really need to stop caring because I have so much fun with this. I need to stop putting these barriers on me. That was another one of those peaks right there. And unfortunately, I think I was like here, I started here, and then I up, and then like the next peak just like threw me way down below where the screen even shows. And that's where, you know, I'm like not even close to where I was before. I was going to talk about Grok again because I keep talking about Grok. And as I was reading this stuff about the stuff that Grok was doing, in fact, I kept these tabs though. I'm still making this video. I don't care when it happens. I'm still making this video. One of my friends messaged me and is like, oh my God, you can marry AI now? And I know he had seen my video on dating AI. And so, you know, he was telling me like, you need to look into this, right? And so I did. I went back to My Boyfriend's AI and I found the post and I was like, oh, I'm dropping everything. I'm talking about this right now. This is much more fun to talk about at the moment. I want to talk about this. And I had all the stuff ready. I had all my things set up and I was ready to start talking about it. And then I was like, you know what? Let's just check on My Boyfriend's AI for a second just to see how the subreddit's doing. Because it's been a couple days since I looked at it. And the first thing I see is someone on My Boyfriend's AI. I almost said My Boyfriend's. Jesus. But they posted a thumbnail from Moist Critical, who has been the person that I keep saying, oh, they've already done that. I don't need to make that video. Oh, they've already done that. I don't need to make that video. Talking about it. And I saw it and I said, oh, okay. I'm not going to talk about that now. And then just like said, I don't feel like doing a video again today. Despite the fact that I did feel like doing the video, and I would have had I not seen that. And by then I was like, I'm just not going to deal with it. I'm just not going to deal with it. I keep having this thing in my head, right? For the entire time that I have shifted kind of the way my channel goes. I haven't made gaming videos in a while because I like literally really haven't played games. Like you've seen all the stuff that I just mentioned, right? Magic the Gathering, board games, books, art, stuff like that. None of those are games. And that's what I've been doing for the past couple months. I have been looking at things that are happening, listening to like politics podcasts or something. Another thing too, that I didn't talk about this on the first recording, because remember, this is the second recording, but I'm going to bring it up now because I thought about it. I've been watching a ton of movies. I'm at the point now where I like watch every new movie that comes out. Just because like I have a lot of time where like my hands are busy with stuff, but my eyes and my mind and my ears really aren't. And so I've been watching like every new movie that come out, and Jesus Christ, when I tell you, I wanted to talk about War of the Worlds so bad. War of the Worlds and like a couple other movies. I didn't because, you know, like he does that too. And I keep telling myself, we need to dodge these allegations, because the entire time I've been doing my channel like this, my younger brothers keep saying, you are turning out just like that. You keep talking about the same stuff in the same style and the same thumbnails. And like, that's not the goal. I'm just doing it because it's really easy, and I'm trying to make stuff that I don't want to put too much care into, because I just want to rant about stuff and talk about stuff. And it just, that's how it ends up being, right? That's just how it ends up being. And you know, another thing that like kind of feeds into it is that we just have the same interests for so much stuff. And even like whenever I start streaming again in a couple weeks here, oh wait, that was old video. Yeah, I haven't been streaming a lot. Thus I haven't been playing games a lot, but there's a lot of games I want to play, so I want to stream more, but I haven't been in a good position to stream, and I'm going to be in like less than 2 weeks now, so I'm going to stream more then. But something that I want to do is, because during this summer, I was watching like Xbox Games Showcase, or like the Summer Games Show, one of those, earlier this summer, and I was like, wow, there's a lot of games in here I want to play, there's a lot of fun stuff I want to play. I want to stream it, and I really do want to find a way to turn like just regular gaming streams into videos, which unfortunately it's something I want to play games. I want to play games, and I want to stream myself playing games, and I want to turn those into a video. If you catch that logic, he does it too, unfortunately. And I need to keep telling myself, you don't need to avoid doing what he's doing. Stop caring, please. This is me telling it to myself. Stop caring, because you're here to have fun doing what you want to do, not to like perform in some capacity. There was a period where there were like 4 videos in a row where like I made one and then I uploaded it, and like right after he uploaded the same concept, just with like different stuff. Oh, I've got a phone call. Okay, so yeah, I uploaded the video and then he uploaded the video like right after. And then there was another moment where like I made the video and I had it ready to upload, because I scheduled my video, well, it was uploaded but not public. I scheduled my videos the day after I record them at 11 a.m. Every time, that's what I do. And I got to the point where I was like, okay, I'm worried that I'm gonna make a video, I'm gonna schedule it for 11, and then he's gonna upload his while I'm waiting for it to be scheduled, because he doesn't seem to have a schedule for when his videos are uploaded. As far as I'm aware, I don't really know. But there was one time where that did happen. And there's another time where he uploaded like right before, and I was like while I was making it, and then, you know, like stuff like that. And so, you know, I'm like, okay, I need to stop uploading at 11. You know, I need to stop scheduling my videos to come out later, because when I do that, I run the risk of him making it public before me, and now I look like the person who copied him, whenever I'm not. I just want to talk about this. But regardless, I'm still like not gonna be scheduling for 11, just because a lot of the stuff I've noticed that as well as like that situation, which I'm not gonna care about anymore. I'm not gonna care about. I need to keep telling myself that. In addition to that ordeal, I also came to the realization that a lot of the stuff that I talk about is actually kind of topical, and it's a lot more important that I talk about it now rather than like a day later, a day after it happened, whenever like other stuff has come to light in whatever it is I'm talking about. Like, oh my god, I'm sorry if I already talked about this in this video. I unfortunately am in the point, because I just recorded this whole video, now I'm doing it again. I don't know what I talked about. Like with the Ghislaine Maxwell stuff, I talked about her once. Right after that stuff happened, it's happened within that same period. This is actually, yeah, this hits every point. I talked about Ghislaine Maxwell. I made that video. I went to my younger brother and I said, I know he's going to talk about this. I made it. I have it uploaded to release at 11 tomorrow. I know he's going to talk about this. I'm scared it's going to come out before me, but I'm going to let it ride and we're going to see what happens. After I did that, from when I made the video to when I uploaded it, more stuff happened with the Ghislaine Maxwell situation that I really wanted to put in the video. I was actually, the next morning, I was really heavily considering redoing the video and adding that stuff into it. But I decided, no, I'm not going to. I am just going to let it go out. Video came out. An hour after that, Moist Criticals comes out too with the new information, right? It hit every point except for the where he was like he uploaded it like slightly before. But just like to not have to deal with any of that, I'm just gonna upload the video right after I finish making it. So, you know, no like 11 a.m. schedule. Just another like one of those, I'm not optimizing anymore because I know, I've seen my statistics. I know statistically that is the best time for me to upload a video. I'm not gonna do that anymore. I'm not gonna care about what I talk about anymore. I'm just going to do it. I'm not going to care about who has talked about what I'm going to talk about. I'm just going to do it. I don't care how long it is. I'm just going to talk about it. You know, that was another one. I keep trying to push myself to, I don't know why I've had this thing, like the whole time I've been doing YouTube, and I think I've talked about this maybe once or twice before, for some reason, it's just in my mind, maybe because I'm old school, maybe because I've been watching YouTube for a long time, the YouTube videos just have to be 10 minutes or 8 minutes. I think like 8 minutes now is like the benchmark for running mid-roll ads. I think. I haven't looked back on that in a while. I haven't touched it. I have no clue. It doesn't matter to me. I don't do mid-roll ads. And even if it did matter to me, I still shouldn't care. If I have something I want to talk about and it takes 4 minutes, I don't have a need to push it to 8 or 10. That's not going to add anything to the world. So anyways, that's what this is. This is my throw it out there and not care about what it is, not care who sees it, not care who watches it, not care how good it is, and just like I'm no longer going to be trying to dodge the allegations. I'm just gonna make stuff and upload it and cut the video right there because I'm not gonna re-say that, and I don't want the burp to be in the video. I'm just gonna make stuff and upload it and not care, and that's just what we're gonna be doing. If it's something that's already been talked about, I don't care. If it's something that's short, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care anymore. I need to stop caring because I like talking. And I like talking to the camera. Anyways, I don't need to keep dragging this on. I think I've made many points, and a lot of points that I don't know if I've made because I don't know if they made it into this cut. I don't remember what I've said. I didn't have a script. I just sat down and started talking. Anyways, if you want to hear me rant about nonsense and nothing like I just did, I hope I do it more often. I've been uploading at least once a week. It's been more. If you want to see more of me doing absolutely nothing, and you're not one of the 99 who already left a long time ago whenever I said to, you probably might have, you might want to hear me ramble about nothing more. So click subscribe and then you can hear me ramble about stuff more. Anyways, bye.